Welcome to the AI for Oklahoma Classrooms podcast, a production of the Oklahoma State Department of Education's Office of AI and Digital Learning. I'm your host, Dr. Karen Leonard. We're so glad you're here. We're starting this journey because we believe in the power of Oklahoma teachers. We know the passion you bring to your students, but we also know that Sunday night feeling, the mountain of grading and the 3 different lesson plans you need for Monday morning. AI isn't here to replace the magic you bring to your classroom. It's here to be your ultimate teaching partner, to help you clear the busy work so you can get your weekends back and focus on what you love most, teaching. If you felt a little overwhelmed or even a bit skeptical about AI lately, I want you to take a deep breath. You're in exactly the right place. It's easy to get distracted by headlines about bots and educational fads, but I'm here to tell you that AI is a tool, one of the most supportive tools we've ever seen for educators. Today, we're going to demystify the tech. We'll talk about what AI actually is, how it works, and how you can lean on it as a brilliant administrative assistant that works at the speed of light. Let's shift from what if this changes everything to look at how much this can do for me. Let's get right to the heart of it. What is AI really? To make it less intimidating, think of it as a sophisticated prediction machine. It isn't a brain in a jar. It's just an incredible pattern recognizer. It has looked at billions of pages of text and learned how words usually fit together. Think of it like a super-powered version of the autocomplete on your phone. You know how your phone suggests the next word in a text? AI does that too, but on a massive scale. It can predict an entire lesson plan, a rubric, or a parent newsletter based upon the patterns it knows. When you realize it's just a very fast, very helpful pattern finder, the mystery fades and the possibility begins. It's not magic, it's just a tool ready for your direction. One thing I want to be really clear about is that AI has no heart. You are the heart of the classroom. AI is fantastic at generating text, but it can't replace your judgment. It doesn't have a truth filter or a moral filter. Instead, it has a probability filter. It can't look at a student and see that they're having a rough day, and it definitely can't feel that spark of excitement when a concept finally clicks for a child. This is why AI is such a win for us. It handles the data, the drafting, and the organizing, which leaves you free to do the things that only a human can do: mentor, inspire, and connect. You're the navigator. AI is just the high-performance engine helping you get where you want to go. You might have heard the term hallucination. That's just a fancy tech word for when the AI gets a little too creative and gives an answer that sounds right but isn't. Because AI aims to be helpful and fluent, it occasionally predicts a fact that doesn't exist, like claiming Oklahoma's state bird is a prairie giraffe just because it wants to provide a complete-sounding sentence. As educators, we don't need to fear these mistakes. We just need to treat AI like a very eager, very fast student teacher. You would always double-check a student teacher's work before handing it to your class, right? That's the same thing here. You bring the expertise, the AI brings the first draft. Together, you're an unbeatable team. AI learns from massive amounts of data to understand how we as humans communicate. Think of it like a master chef who has read every recipe book in the world but has never actually tasted salt. It knows exactly how to write a recipe, but it needs you to be the head chef who tastes the soup and says, "This needs more context," or "Let's make this more engaging for my 3rd graders." This is exactly why your role as an educator is more important than ever before. You provide the ethics, the nuance, and the local Oklahoma context that a machine simply can't grasp. You aren't being replaced. You're being upgraded with a personal assistant that never gets tired. It's okay to be impressed by how human AI sounds. It mimics our tone and rhythm because it was trained on our best examples. It can be warm, professional, or even funny. But remember, that warmth is just a pattern it learned from people like you. By using AI, you're essentially using a mirror of human knowledge to make your own work easier. It's a bridge between your great ideas and a finished product. Here's the best part. You are already an AI user. If you've ever used spell check, Google Maps, or even those suggested replies in your email, you've been using AI for years. This is just the next step in that journey. You can use it right now to draft 5 different ways to explain a math concept, to turn a long article into bullet lists for a quick student handout, or to brainstorm 10 creative writing prompts in just 5 seconds. This is about giving you your time back. We want you to walk away not just inspired, but ready to win. Every week, we'll end our podcast with the tomorrow morning test. One specific, actionable AI win you can use in your classroom the very next day. So here's today's test. First, open a chatbot. It could be ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, whatever you prefer, and type in the following prompt. I am teaching whatever subject area or standard to your grade levels class. Can you give me 3 student-friendly analogies to explain this concept? Once you see what that tool provides, pick your favorite output and use it in your morning warm-up for tomorrow. It only takes 30 seconds, and it might actually be the highlight of your lesson. You can use AI to offload some of the administrative work so that you can focus on what really drives student outcomes, that one-on-one time with your students. Well, thank you for joining me on this inaugural podcast, AI for Oklahoma Classrooms, that's brought to you by the Oklahoma State Department of Education's Office of AI and Digital Learning. If you found today's episode helpful, share it with a colleague who could use a little more time back in their day. Remember this, AI lightens the load. You bring the heart, the expertise, and you make the impact in your classroom. See you next time.